Okay, so we're back, and we're going to talk a little bit more about overtime work and how to calculate overtime work. We're taking this example here. Let's say that we worked from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., a total of 12 hours and 30 minutes on a Sunday. Again, Sundays are usually considered red days in Korea. And our break time is a total of 1 hour and 30 minutes, 1 hour during the daytime, and then 30 minutes in the evening for dinner. And we are getting paid minimum wage. So we said earlier the minimum wage for 2022 is 9,161. Now, we need to break this down into A, B, C. So if we take A, for example, we're working during the daytime, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So these are daytime work hours. And so we take our ordinary wage, which again was minimum wage, and then we're going to multiply it by 150%. Why? Because it is a holiday. Okay, and remember, holidays are red days. And then we worked 8 hours during the daytime. So wage times 150 for holiday additional wages times 8 hours would be 109,921. And then if we look at B, the time period then is beyond daytime work hours. So we're working from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. So we break this down into 3 hours and 30 minutes. Again, we're going to take our ordinary wages and then add 200% this time. The reason why is that we're working a holiday, a red day, and then this is extended work because we've already completed our 8 hours of regular work. And then anything beyond the 8 hours is considered extended work hours. So we're going to add 200%, multiply it by the number of hours that we've worked, and then we can calculate 64,121. Then the last sort of leg of this shift would be C. So 10 p.m. until 11 p.m., these are what we consider night hours, and this is just 1 hour. So we take our ordinary wage, multiply it by 250% this time. Why? Because we have holiday work hours, we're working extended beyond the 8 hours during the daytime, and then now we're working the night shift. So each of these different types of overtime work is considered 50%, so that's why we take 100% as our regular wage, and then 150% multiplied by 250, which calculates to 22,901. Now, if we add ABC, then we have the total amount of 196,941 for this work shift. Moving on. Now here's another example. This time we're working 7 p.m. until 8 a.m. the next day. So it's a night shift, and it's on a weekday night. And our break time is from midnight until 1 a.m., 1 hour. Again, if we take our ordinary wage of 9,161, this is the minimum wage. And this time we need to break it down into A, B, C, D. So it's getting a little bit more complicated. If we take the first leg of this shift, it's going to be 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. So it's a 3-hour leg. So we're going to multiply this by 3 hours and get our total of 27,481. And then the second leg would be 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. So this is a 5-hour shift. Now, here we're going to take our ordinary wages and then multiply it by 150%. Why? Because now we're in the night shift, okay? And then we are going to multiply it by 5 hours, and this brings us to 68,701. And then from here, so C, it gets a little bit more complicated. From 4 a.m. until 6 a.m., this is a 2-hour leg. We are not only working nighttime hours, but we're working extended hours. Why? Because from A and B, we've already performed 8 hours of work. So we finished 8 hours, which is the regular number of hours. What's considered the number of regular work hours in Korea. Anything beyond 8 hours is considered extended. So again, we have extended plus night. This is going to be 200% multiplied by the 2 hours that we worked. And this brings us to 36,641. And then the last leg, this is going to be 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Now, this is not considered work hours, nighttime work hours, excuse me. However, it's still considered extended because we're working beyond the 8-hour a day regular work hour. So we're going to take our ordinary wages, multiply it by 150, and then we worked the 2 hours, and this brings us to 27,481. So if we add it all together, it's about 160,301. But what we're receiving for the 8 hours of work multiplied by minimum wage is the 73,281. So this is what we should have been receiving for just regular work hours. So if we subtract this amount from the 160,300, this brings us to 87,021. So this difference is what I should be getting in addition to my paycheck. Next, let's take a case. We're going to look at a couple of cases. If my employer, agreed, asked me to work these hours and I've agreed, the question is this labor contract legitimate? So employer and worker A agreed that A would work weekday and then night shifts every other week. So this is a rotating schedule. So in 1 month, weeks 1 and 3, we're working weekdays, and then weeks 2 and 4, we're going to be working night shifts. And then during the weekdays, we're working 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. with a 2-hour break during the daytime. And then when we're working night shifts, we're going to be working 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. With a 2-hour break at midnight. Working days are Monday through Friday, and the salary is 2.8 million won. So is this a fair contract? Is it legitimate? So let's take a look. So if we take a look at, take apart that work schedule, we're going to start with the first and third weeks where we're working daytime shifts. So we're working 10 hours during the day. So 8 of those hours are going to be regular work hours. And then the additional 2 hours are going to be calculated at 1.5. Why? Because these are considered extended work hours beyond the 8 hours of regular work. And so this brings us to 50.5 hours. And then the second and fourth weeks that we're working the night shift, these are also 10-hour night shifts, but they're being performed during nighttime. So we take the 8 hours of regular work hours, add 2 hours multiplied by 1.5. Why is it 1.5? It's because it is considered extended work hours. And then we need to add an additional 6 hours of night shift. So this would be 50% extra. Okay, so again, regular work hours up to 8 hours, and then 2 of the 10 hours are considered extended, so it's 1.5, and then 6 of the hours within the 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. work shift are considered night hours, so we add another 50%. So this would be calculated to 65.5 hours. And then, so if we add this all up, this brings us to a monthly calculation of 286.48 hours. And if we calculate the monthly salary, then we end up with 2.6 million won. And again, the salary was 2.8 million won. So actually, this contract is indeed legitimate.